In 2012, we set out to build a functioning Christmas train display complete with locomotive house, and other animated props. In this video, we will share a behind-the-scenes look at how we designed and built this train. The locomotive house protects the train from the elements when it parks itself inside at the end of the night, and it also houses all the electronics that control the train. We drew inspiration for this project from this decorative table piece we found at a local store. We built our house using a modular wooden design that bolts together. After the season is over, the walls, roof, floors, and sides come apart for easy storage. Countless man-hours were required to design, measure, cut, fabricate, and paint the house. We were extremely satisfied with the final result. For construction of the locomotive, we used sheet metal ducting for the boiler and smokestack, and we used wood for the body and frame. Large lawnmower wheels worked well for the locomotive drive system, and small lawnmower wheels were used for the front wheel assembly. We also installed a 12-volt light fixture inside a wooden box for the headlight. We tested the locomotive for the first time using an attached umbilical cord to provide power. Later, we incorporated electric rails built into the track. Power is transferred from the electric rails to the locomotive by way of pickup arms mounted underneath. The pickup arms provide power to the drive motor and the headlight. We used this high-torque 12-volt gear head motor with number 40 roller chain to drive the locomotive. Here we conducted pre-season testing for the first time. After successful testing, we set up the final display for the upcoming Christmas season. As mentioned earlier, the electronics that control the train are sheltered in the locomotive house and are accessible through a hatch on the back wall. The main circuit board was designed, built, and programmed by us. We added an audible warning to deter people from entering the display area. If a person crosses the boundary line established by an optical sensor, the Christmas music stops, a strobe light flashes, an alarm sounds, and a verbal warning advises the trespasser to step away from the yard display. This sequence repeats itself twice, then the Christmas music resumes.
For your safety, step away from the yard display. For your safety, step away from the yard display.
The speaker was installed in a fake rock. We cut out a rectangle and placed screen material over the hole, then sprayed the screen with textured paint that matched the color of the rock. For track construction, we used redwood for each tie, and we used high-pressure PVC pipe for the rails that the train wheels travel on. We fabricated electric rails using flat 1/8-inch steel and meticulously bent them to the curvature of the track. We fabricated brackets using aluminum angle and drilled holes for each attachment plate. We designed and built an anti-derailment mechanism and welded attachment points where each tie is located and drilled holes for the screws. Each year we install a surveillance system dedicated to the Christmas display. We often see spectators pull up in front of the house, with many parking for several minutes to enjoy the sights and sounds. Here's the completed Christmas train display. We ran 2 hours per night. We would have operated the display longer, but wear and tear on the equipment prevented us from doing so. The display required a great deal of upkeep. It was necessary to grease the electric rails, often with conductive grease. This was the only way to assure reliable power transfer to the locomotive and to protect the electric rails from moisture. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future content.